Grand Rising, good afternoon. Air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is your weekly reading for February the 3rd through the 9th. Let's see what it is that we're diving into for you, with you, and we'll see what channels and pulls through. There's a lot of magic in the air for you right off bat, is what was said. Look, an accusation comes out. So you're being vibratorily risen, right? So your vibration, your frequency, the way you perceive things to be, okay? There's a lifting up here, and Mars that is square Chiron this past weekend, Saturday, Sunday. You more than likely emotionally leveled up in some sort of way, because Mars is emotional, wounds from childhood, but Chiron is all sorts of trauma and shadow work and wounds. So this call to action, this rising up, okay, is what's being reflected right now. What do you have, Spirit, for my air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius here? We're gonna... Okay, cool. So convention came out in reverse, and I normally don't read reversals. This whole entire deck is straight up. I'll do that on purpose before I ever get into read, so that I know that if it comes out to be a reversal, it's really meant to be a reversal here. And you're coming outside of your box. You're being asked to be lifted up and pulled outside of your box, right? Like, conventionally, the way that you may think about things, the way that you may see things, your vibration is changing based upon your perception and level of things, is what Spirit said. There's more accountability here too within your mind. Yeah, fulfillment. So you are really on this path to fulfillment, okay? Now, when they say fulfillment, we're talking about fulfillment in business, right? We've got enterprise here that's on the bottom. And that's what fulfillment, you're being fulfilled in business. You're being fulfilled emotionally, physically, mentally, right? Financially. So because you are looking at things differently, perceiving things differently, you're doing things differently. And I really feel like this whole entire lifting up is causing you to do something differently within your destiny, right? That is going to be business oriented. We're going to dive in more. Enterprise, you're building something. There's a split. This is beautiful. Yeah, you're meeting with the stranger this week, air signs. This is huge. So a meeting with a stranger could be very important. Be careful not to take any unnecessary risks, is what was just said, okay? Look, opportunities are waiting for you, and this makes sense to me, especially with this lifting up card. Convention, doing something differently, okay? Your path in full direction is what was just said, which is going to bring you financial stability, emotional stability, and they said probability. So the probability of your life changing and you building this enterprise is huge. And on the enterprise deck, they're pulling me to the acorns. I'll show that to you here in just a moment. Then you've got victory in some endeavor here, air signs, coming through for you this week. News of a birth or a business opportunity. Look at this. This is huge. This is longevity of what you're building through. Okay. There is stuff that you're reflecting to, and I want to pull more into this here with some tarot. But that's funny. The death card's on the bottom of that deck. That's hilarious. There's more magic. There's more mystery. You're kind of in the flow of just allowing things to present themselves to you rather than chasing, is what they're saying here to me. Okay? There could be some of you that are looking, some of you might be looking forward to like marriage this spring, this summer here too. If not, it's about coming into connection with a relationship here. Alright? Yeah, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is leaving past this type of chaotic energy within your mind. And there, you may have deceived yourself, but this is telling me there were secrets about here, air signs. Okay, what is it that my air signs need to know here this week, February 3rd through the 9th? What do the air signs need to know, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, you've been in a rest. So this is what's been crossing you. There's been a lot of restful energy within the mind, which is great actually, because we're going from a 5 to a 4. It's like you're ending some type of monotony in the mind, is what they said here to me. What's the overall energy? Thank you, Spirit. The overall energy, the 3 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you've got victory over some type of emotional endeavor, whether this is a play that you had on your own mind. And I feel like you might have been psyching yourself out here, is what Spirit was telling me. Okay, the 3 of Swords in reverse, it's beautiful because it's moving past that hurt and that secretive type of energy. Whether it was you're taking accountability for things that you thought that you weren't going to do or couldn't do. Now let's see what it is that you're moving into here midweek. This is huge. The 9 of Swords in reverse too. You're coming clean, is what they said. Yeah, you're coming clean, which means you're no longer being misled, misread. It's you coming back home to yourself. Something new is being bred. The King of Swords comes out here. This is beautiful. You were made for more. I feel like you've limited yourself by belief, okay? And yeah, the 6 of Swords is the bridge. So I really feel in the next couple days. Now, mind you, it's Sunday today when I'm recording these, but tomorrow is Monday. We're already there in that energy of the next 24 hours. This is giving me Tuesday, Wednesday. You're going to be moving through this, look, joy and happiness. Okay, to confirm that space, you're moving through this huge cycle. This was a cycle that was burdening you, is what Spirit's telling me right now. Yeah, dude, the 5 of Wands, that's in the past. That's what you're moving away from. You're moving away from this displaced kind of chaotic energy. It's almost as if like you had a lot of passion and drive, but you didn't know where to put it, right? The call to action upon your life, judgment. You are being called to leave behind the old, man. And it doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean a physical place in context. This is about leaving a timeline in which you were a prisoner within your own mind, is what Spirit just said. And this is the reversal ahead. 7-11 on the clock. So lucky number 7, right? And the devil, you were in your own, wow. This is really good. I actually like this. To the Empress, you should be proud. Okay, because here's why I love the Devil card. The Devil card is Capricorn energy, right? But it's also where you have this power, right? And it's almost as if what they're showing me is that like you took the same type of devil energy and you put it into your awareness of what was going on inside your mentality. And you were like, no, I'm not letting this beat me. I'm not letting this beat me. I'm not letting me get to me, right? That song from Pink, Don't Let Me Get Me, is coming up in my head. And it's like you were in this place where you were not going to allow that devil energy to succumb to you. Like you weren't going to succumb to it. So instead, you decided to take that energy and put it towards, the 3 of Swords. We're moving past this nightmare. We're moving past this mentality that's kept me in despair and agony and questioning my self-worth, which is going back to the limiting beliefs of yourself that you can't do something. This is big for you because you're actually going to be taking swift action, is what was just said. Now the contract. The King of Swords is very intelligent. I don't necessarily like always the energy because sometimes it can be very excessive, very demeaning, right? But in this context, they're showing me that this is the contract. This is you being able to see the bigger picture now because you've moved past the devil energy. Mind you, this is the outcome. When you have the outcome of being able to see why things happened the way they did, you have more of a gratitude for what's been bred and where you've been led, is what they're saying. Now, it's beautiful because we have the devil energy into, the Empress here, which is the birthing of the new, moving away here from this 6 of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Swords crossing it. So you were in this chaotic mess inside your head, is what they're showing me, and energy around you too. What crossed you was the 4 of Swords. You taking a time out, not to speak, not to come from the mind, but you just rest and see what was shown to you this time. And by doing that, you were able to beat yourself at your own mind. And that's the devil energy that you had to come through. Now you're finding joy, happiness, and bliss by the end of the week. This is the new energy that you're birthing. The natural sacredicity of joy, of creating, of being in love, and being in love with yourself and in all things, and being connected to all things. They just said this is what dreams are made of. So this is very beautiful manifesting energy from above that you're stepping into, that's finally aligning with you by the end of this week. This is huge, air signs, okay? For you to be able to come outside of your mind and decide that no, not this time. I'm not going to allow myself to go through that again. This is a huge, huge cycle that you have put an ending to. I commend you. Take care of yourselves and each other till we meet again. Mwah.